Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angel. Healing the inner child, accepting this for what it is. It's an honor to be sitting in the presence of me. So I've been thinking about my relationship with my mother and how, as a child, how I perceived her, what I got from her, I always got this, it was a constant disconnect, always telling me who I am, always putting her fears onto me, always telling me, asking me what I did to make someone else do something to me. A lot of questions that it's haunting for me, like to know that my mother was so disconnected from herself that she couldn't even accept and embrace us for who we are. She was so disconnected from herself that she couldn't see that God gave her us. We were the blessing. We were the people and the thing that she needed in this life. She was so busy and focused on making money and finding love and everything that now that I didn't understand as a child, I do as an adult. She was just busy trying to find herself. But in finding herself, I feel like she lost herself. Like something inside of my mother died long before I even knew and was even able to relate to her. And I feel like deep down inside, she's really the only person I probably have anything in common with, but our relationship is so disconnected that I can't go to my mom and talk to her about things that scare me and things that I feel like I can't do, because as a child, I was always a strong one. So it's like to even go to her and be vulnerable absolutely scares me, because she can't accept me being vulnerable. Her seeing me vulnerable is her thinking I'm weak, but this is just my feelings. And now that I'm an adult, I know, I understand her. I'm understanding my mother in a way that I never thought I could. I'm learning to love my mother in a way that I never thought I could. And as I work on my inner child this year and accept things for what it is, I do plan on having a talk with my mother about just this, and I don't want to get my hopes up, I realize some things are hard to accept. Some things a mother does and the choices she makes it hard for her to even look you in your eyes, because deep down inside, she feels a disconnect too, and if she doesn't, then that's sad, but I know she knows, and it's crazy that what I perceived as anger and just anger. My mother was a very angry soul. There's no other word to describe it. A demon, a very angry demon had possessed my mother for so many years that she ran from us. But I think she was running from us so she wouldn't hurt us. Her mind, her battle was completely different than mine, but in the difference, it's the same, all my experience in life, trying to be better than my mom, I realized I became a worse mother than my mother, because I found myself in positions and circumstances that left me feeling numb. And when you're a child, numb, and you grow up to be an adult, numb, it's just you just keep being numb. And it's just accepting all these emotions and accepting my mother for who she is. And she's not perfect. I'm not perfect. If anybody was perfect, nobody was perfect but God. So just accepting my mother. And this year, just embracing her for who she is, and just getting her to understand that life was hard for you. Yes, life was very, very hard for you. And I'm so sorry that, you didn't get all the things that you needed as a child. But I just feel like she's still so focused on life that she's gonna miss out on us again. you know, us becoming these great women that change the world and having grandchildren that change the world. Like, it's like she's stuck. I'm not judging, I'm relating. Like, this is me. It's like looking at myself, empathizing with my mother. Like, she's feeling stuck and still feeling like she needs something out here in this world. But I know what's in us. Like, I know the only thing she needs is God's grace on her life. And I know if it's His grace is on her life, then it's on my life as well. But I just want to understand my mother better this year, so I can understand myself a little better, you know? I don't want to run and hide. I don't want to be scared of my mother anymore. I don't want to be scared that I can't come to her and be myself. I don't want to be scared to tell my story, tell somebody how they hurt me, tell somebody that you felt like you were giving me the love that I needed, but in reality that wasn't the love I needed. That was the love you felt like I deserved. And I needed more. As a child, I needed more. I needed more hugs. I needed more talks. I needed more attention. I needed more tenderness. I needed more of you. Like, I needed to know you, because not knowing you, it made me grow up as a woman who didn't know herself, because I literally didn't know your story, but I walked your same footsteps. I literally didn't know your story, but I felt your same pain. I literally didn't know your story, but I became you. Everything that you didn't want for me, you gave to me by telling yourself that what you were giving me was enough. In reality, I know you knew. I know you knew that we needed more, that we were different, like we were the best parts of you. Like, I feel like my mother couldn't see the best in us because she was so focused on the parts of us that were like her. And you can't hide things from your kids. Like, they understand us in such a way that is just a God thing, because I empathize with her. I'm understanding her, and, like, you know, calling stuff out in my previous videos is just accepting this for what it is. And this is a generational battle that is going to take years to fix. Like, this isn't an overnight thing. Like, this is going to be a lot of steps and a lot of talks to even get to a point where I can relate to her. Like, I relate to her based off of what I'm empathizing now as an adult, but truly as an adult, like, I cannot relate to the woman that gave me life, because she's still figuring herself out. She's still figuring out what she's supposed to do on this earth and who she's supposed to be, and that scares me. That scares me. Not saying it's because she can't do it, because I just don't want it to take me so much time to figure out the most important thing in life and who I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do. Like, this is why I had to give myself to God, so I didn't grow up questioning myself, always feeling like there was somebody else that can give me what I needed, feeling like things, material things can make me happy, feeling like lost. Like, I'm finding myself now. I'm finding myself as a woman, but my little child in me is forever lost, because I don't know anything about where I come from. Like, I don't know how hard it was for my mother. I don't know her. I only know the version of her that she showed us. And that was a version of her that the world made her become. So it wasn't her best self. It wasn't her highest self. It was a version of her that was always scared and running. And I can't wait to get more from this, like feel more, get more out of it. But my mother is the first step into healing my inner child. I didn't know that till just now. I can't live a life and not know her story, because my daughter is gonna face some of the same things me and my mother faced. But if I don't know who I am, I don't know why I became, I don't grow. I'm always stuck and running from myself, running from people that love me to people who I think love me, and then show me that they don't love me because the love they're giving me isn't equivalent to the love that I know I'm worthy of. You know, just a lot of wow moments this year. I could feel it already happening because I have to show out for God, man. I have to figure this thing out so I can become. And if me becoming means that I have to go to my mom and talk to her as a woman, not as a child, like as a woman, like mother, like I need these things. I need you to tell me why. But I'm not going in this with that mindset where I'm gonna get all these answers that I need. But I have to start somewhere. I have to know that it wasn't me. I have to know that I was enough. I have to know these things because I need to know. As your child, as the child that has your grandchildren, like mother, I have to know these things because my daughter, she has a lot of qualities that remind me of you, and that scares me because I've only ever seen you in your worst self. The you that didn't believe in you, the you that couldn't love you because no one else loved you. I've only ever seen that. I've only ever felt that. So I know there's more in you because there's more in me. And I would just want to get to know you in your best self. The you that you believed you could be as a child. The you that had the dreams, that had the drive, the push to keep going. The fighter in you. Like, I need to know the fighter in you without feeling like that fighter in you is capable of attacking me and what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to come at you. Like, I need your truth so I can accept the truth. And I'm not in this battle of I can't trust women because I couldn't trust the woman that gave me life. Like, I don't want to go into a life, continue to go on this road where I have my mother, I love my mother, but I don't know her or understand her. I don't want that for you. I don't want you to think that you were a bad mother. I think you were absolutely great. You gave us the best you could, and I accept that. And I accept you for who you are and what this is. And a moment of silence, because that's the video for today. And we're starting now. Bye guys, until my next video.